I look at today's society, and it's like people selling souls to survive. And it's not like selling your soul, like doing something like illicit, like, selling your body or selling drugs or something like that. Not necessarily selling drugs or doing something like that, but like selling your humanity, selling who you are as a person, selling your actual soul, what you really want to do in life. I feel like people selling that in order to just survive. And it could be just survive like the regular life, or it's like survive like to keep up with the Joneses. It's like two types of survival. And I feel like a lot of people, like 95% of the people out here, is just like really selling their soul. And I just wonder, like, who is collecting that energy and what for? I feel like we know. Well, certain people know, but and like I can handle it. I'm not selling my soul because I see the picture, I see the matrix, I see what's going on. I see the play, I see the plot. So it's like I'm not selling my soul because I still keep my soul, I still keep my happiness. But my worry, my fear, the shit that I look out for, is like the people that don't, or the people that fit into it. It ain't no difference than the dope boy doing what he do to keep up, and he losing himself in it, versus somebody going corporate, and losing their soul in it to keep up. Ain't no difference. It just so happens to be one may be illegal, but shit, at the end of the day, you still selling your soul. You still lost who you are. I just feel like it's a lot of, people selling souls. It's a lot of soul collecting out here. Your spirit, the thing that make you who you are. I feel like a lot of it being lost in order like to keep up with like the Joneses, or just to keep up with life, It's like now, it used to be you could have a good job and you be straight, 9 to 5, go home, relax. Weekends off, relax, And if you had it real good, retirement, 401k, pension, all that, all that dental insurance, all that good shit, But now it's like, even if you had that shit, depending on how you living based on your means, you might have to get a second job. And it's like, you did it the right way, quote unquote. You should be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Not live so low below your means that you question yourself, damn, was it even worth it? Like, that's big. Like, you sacrifice, and then you get paid, and now you gotta live way below your means. You get paid 125 or 100 racks or 80 racks, and you gotta live like you make 40 racks. And you sacrificed all this. You sacrificed so much just to do that. And then you got to live out 40 racks for how long? Like, to me, that just don't seem right. But I'm just interested. I'm interested to know how people survive. I'm interested to know how people really feel now that, like, the squeeze is happening. It's like a giant squeeze happening. They say America's in like a couple trillion or $1 trillion in credit card debt or consumer debt. I'm just interested. Like I said, I don't think it's fair for the people who did it the right way, quote unquote, the way that they told you. Because now, if I did it the way that they told me, I feel played. To be completely honest with you, I feel completely played. I'd feel bamboozled, hoodwinked. Shout out to Malcolm X. That's how I would have felt. So I just feel like, get your soul back, do what you really want to do. At this point, because what's the point? You sacrifice, then you try to enjoy it a little bit, and now you got to lose the little bit of life that you had left to just keep up with the fuck you want to have. Meaning, i.e., you sacrifice and you get a good job, and now you want a nice little pad and a BMW. And that might be 75% of your means. You put the other 25 up, but now with the inflation, you need that other 25. So now that 75 might go up to a 95, and you only might be putting up 5%. So now you got to get a part-time job. But shit, you want to just enjoy the little bit of fruits of your labor. So shit, what the fuck? You want to ride around in a... I'm not saying nothing wrong with a Corolla because I drive a Civic, but shit, what? You sacrifice all day long to drive something that you don't want to drive? I should put it like that. To drive something that you really don't want to drive, you sacrifice that much for that? That don't make sense to me, you know? I feel like you should be able to live off the fruits of your labor. And I feel like they're not letting people do that. They're putting squeeze on it. It's like the fat man keep getting fat and everybody finna starve. But that's just my take on this whole inflation thing and rent. That basically go in rent. Rent too high. Like, it needs to be some kind of regulation, just like they got regulation on corporations becoming too big. And like they got the, you know, the people who check the food and do this and do that. They got to have somebody who check the rent. Straight up. There got to be a whole new section in the government. Check rent. It should be no reason why, you know, rent, it keep going up, and wages not going up, and everything going up. It should be no reason why, like I said, you got a good job, now you got to pay work two jobs just to pay rent. It should be no reason about that. That should be no reason. That's foul, if you ask me. But anyway, you know, it should be some type of housing, or it should be some type of programs or something to allow everybody to have a roof. I don't know if that's asking too much, you know, being a first world country and all. But it should be something, I feel like. But it ain't nothing in place. Either they ain't caught up with the times or they just don't care. But enough people go without, they'll be forced to care. Comment below if you want to add on to this, you know, about the rent being high, inflation, you know, doing the right thing and you're tired now, and, you know, doing the right thing and now you got to either live below your means, super below your means, eat ramen, and you make 100 racks, but you got to eat ramen just in case if shit blow up, you know, or, you know, you want to just enjoy it and now you got to work two jobs and everybody got to work two jobs, and, you know, comment below. Let me know. Let's open up a discussion. How you feel about rent? How you feel about inflation? How you feel about, you know, just saying fuck it and doing what you want to do and going down your own path and letting the universe sort it out. That's what I did, and it's working wonders. But, you know, let's have a discussion. Y'all be safe. Love and blessings.